Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to my home. My name is Lynn. I'm glad you're joining me. So what's happening tonight? So we're decluttering, we're cleaning, we're getting things organized, new year, fresh start, all that kind of good stuff. And yes, I'm on the bandwagon with the declutter. And first room I always start in, I don't know why, is my kitchen. Well, I guess I knew why. That's where I spend a lot of time. I have to cook and I need a place to cook that's organized and yada, yada, yada. So what would make my kitchen better functioning for me? There's a few things. Number one, my kitchen for me, now other people are different. My kitchen for me needs to be functional. So I grew up in a kitchen with my mom, and my mom likes the pretty aesthetics, the neat and clean, minimalism on the counters, and you can have things in the cabinet, but the counters needed to be clear. And that's the way my mom likes it. Nothing wrong with that. That's her style. And again, nothing wrong with that. That might be your style. I then went to my mother-in-law's house. Actually, let me go back. I went to my grandmother's house, my mom's mom, and she tended to have things everywhere. I wouldn't say it was necessarily organized. It was organized chaos is what I would classify it as. But my grandmother worked full-time, probably more than full-time, didn't drive, so I had to take the bus. And so her days were very limited on the time she had. My other grandmother, my dad's mom, she was the same way. She was more of a clutter bug, and things would just be cluttered everywhere. That's how she functioned. Then I met my mother-in-law, who to me had the win-win for me. I tend to like clutter. I tend to like things and all of that, but I like it neat and orderly. And I get where my mom's coming from, doing things aesthetically pleasing. Of course, you want a place to work in that puts a smile on your face and makes you happy and you enjoy being in that room. And yet for me, I like the functionality of a good kitchen setup, and that's where I appreciated my mother-in-law, where as much as my mother-in-law liked a centerpiece on the table or a little knick-knack here and there or a picture up on the wall, my mother-in-law loved to decorate, but she also liked to have things functional. She had 6 kids, and there was no time for putting everything away and then pulling everything out. You're going to see aspects of my kitchen that looks like organized chaos, like my one grandmother. You're going to see things a little cluttered, like my other grandmother. You're going to see some pretty things like my mother, and you're going to see some functionality like my mother-in-law. Bring all that together, and I have the perfect world. I'm going to go through my cabinets and any doubles that I have, triples and quadruples, need I say even maybe more than that, of things that I used to keep on hand and needed or liked or whatever the case might be. They're going out.
And it's like a selfie stick, so it can extend as far.
I'll be right there. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so there you go. That was me cleaning a little bit of Graham. I think Gavin even walked by at one point. I went through all my vitamins. I pulled out anything that I could combine, like 2 bottles of the same type. I think I found 1 or 2 empties, and it was like, do I need to order this? Or have we used it and we're okay, we don't need that. Rubbermaid bins and a lot of lock-in locks. I don't know if you know what that is. The plastic where they snap closed. I don't use them anymore. I like the deli containers. You've seen those in my fridge and my freezer. I've had some of you say, oh, don't get them, they take up too much room. Let me tell you, yes, they take up room, but they function well for me. You know when you find something that works for you and you stick with it? You know what? They work well for me. I've tried them. I love them. They're a perfect fit for me. All of my appliances. I just had some serving dishes I no longer use, and I even have found some food I don't need, like Cheerios. We've kind of gone off. Well, I like Cheerios. I don't eat it every day though, and my husband's kind of gone off of it. My son never eats them. But I had a brand new box of family-sized Cheerios, but my mother loves Cheerios, so I gave my mom that box of Cheerios. I had a couple of other food items that I brought to work, and my coworkers were able to rummage through the bag and I'll find something. So I cleaned out some of the food items. I saw some of the canning, the things that I canned, that I'm like, you know what, we need to start using up some of those. So you saw me pull some of those out so I could use those for a meal. I don't know. You know what? Lots of things happened in my kitchen. I took everything out and cleaned all the shelving. We wiped down the cabinetry. We did it all. One thing I find with cleaning and decluttering, when I am stressed out or down or depressed or frustrated or whatever, cleaning is sort of my therapy. At a point of this, I'm boxing it up and I'm getting rid of it. And I had 5 boxes. Now, mind you, some of the Rubbermaid things are real big and bulky, so you put those and a few other things in a box and you have a box. It's not full, but you know what I mean. And I took them to a local thrift store and I donated them, and there you go. That's it. It made me feel so good. I have been decluttering my kitchen for 3 years now, around the same time every year, and I've gotten less and less and less amount of things that I'm getting rid of. I'm really down to everything that I think in my kitchen right now are things that I've used over the past 3 years. And I don't think I've kept, every year you kind of keep, well, let me wait and see if I need to save that, or do I want to save that? I've gotten rid of it. Off it went. So I felt really good about that. I did not downsize or declutter my cookbooks. I had done that last year, and I'm still going through them and enjoying them. But I feel good. I feel a sense of relief. I had someone say to me the other day, yeah, but if you get rid of these things, and I said, no, right now where I am in my life, the idea of saying it's time for it to go, it needs to go, is where I'm at. Sometimes I find myself, I don't know about you, I can hang on to things just because. In one part of the video, you saw me holding it was a cookie press. I think you turned it and it had like these little discs. I have fond memories of when I was a little girl. My mother made Sprint cookies. Anybody else make Sprint cookies? Leave a comment below. And my mom would make those with that cookie press. And I don't know why, I'm very nostalgic with certain things. And I didn't want to get rid of that. I actually bought that for $3, the cookie press. Somebody made like a wood holder and those discs fit into it. And I bought it. It was still in the same plastic. It was stapled. And I bought it years and years ago at a thrift shop with all intentions of doing it myself. And I never did. It's not the kind of cookie I make. It's not the kind of thing I do. And I never opened it. But I couldn't get rid of it because it reminded me so much of fun days that have gone by when I was a little girl. I just needed to let it go. And I have the memory of it on the video. You know, it was one of those things. And sometimes it's yourself. It's just time for you to know when it is time and when it is the best time for you to let certain things go. Are you decluttering? Are you decluttering anything particular in your house? Are you going room by room? Are you going maybe topic by topic? Maybe you're just doing the books. Maybe you're just doing your shoes. Maybe you're just doing your hair accessories. I don't know. You know, a topic like that. Or are you doing room by room? Are you not decluttering at all? I know some of you have said you've moved in with your parents, so you had to get rid of stuff and you've already downsized. I'm not at that point in life. But I will tell you this. Decluttering is a good thing. Decluttering allows you to breathe. It allows you to reorganize, regroup, to see what you don't need, to see what you do need. And you know what? At least for me, living life includes decorating. It includes the frivolous things. It includes the extras. That's me. I'm not a minimalist. I don't know that I ever will become a minimalist. I enjoy things. I enjoy the luxury of a bread machine and the luxury of several types of coffee pots, from a percolator to a French press to a Keurig to a drip coffee pot. I enjoy those things. I use them. I enjoy them. To me, that makes life fun and enjoyable and all the rest. And to me, I can declutter those things I don't need and then allow more room for the things that I really do enjoy. So I'd love to know if you were decluttering. Leave a comment below, and we'll catch you all on the next video.